Look at my cars, look at my style, man, look at my juice, look at my balls, look at my shoes, man, look at my boot, look at my jaws, look at my crew, man, I'm tired. On time, I'm tired. Us niggas stay drunk, and us niggas stay high. On a whole lot of lies. It was 7 to 65. Chop to the police on my mind. Now they skating off the dime. Motherfucker owe me money, then they about to pay it. Right, bro. Shit could get serious. Collateral could be their life. Full block. Got pistols blown up in the night. Talking to my goats on the thing. That was like standing outside the spot. Like waiting on the mics. I got my Nina with me. Hard time, you talking shit about the block, think we all gonna shoot. I got the clone with me, hard time, cool. Yeah, talk about the block, who the fuck is true? Look at the stars, look at the sky, man, look at the moon, look at my cars, look at my style, man, look at my tune. All right, man, it's your boy DJ Nothin Nice Radio. You already know what it is, man. We up in here. I think we got Alien Gang right here, man. You know what I'm saying? K-Lien.
Alien Gang, biatch.
Yeah, you know what it is, man. We about to get to him in a few minutes. Do a little bit of stuff, little bit of intro stuff, man. Shout out to everybody that's out there, man. Shout out to if you're doing grinding, you're hustling, and a lot of stuff's coming up. You know, so we got the Super Bowl stuff coming up with the Patriots. We got the Patriots, and who else? The Eagles. Yeah, Patriots and Eagles. We got them coming up. Me personally, man, I already know Tom Brady's gonna win. I'm a Giants fan. I already know what's gonna happen. But you know, it is what it is. You got
gonna win.
I think Brady's gonna win, bro. I think Brady's gonna win, man. You know, it's time.
I have a side bet. I'm for the underdog. I've been the underdog my whole career, so I got to go with the underdog.
I mean, yeah, bro. Listen, I know Tom.
I can't go with the guy with all the rings, man. I got to go with the guy that ain't got no rings.
Listen, I understand that, but see, when he's a pretty boy, bro, and pretty boys, they always, you know, so they find some way to. We gonna get into that. We gonna get into all that in a few minutes, bro. That's, you know what I'm saying, that's a man, you know, K-Lien, you know what I'm saying, artist. You know what I'm saying, tattoo artist, boss, you know what I'm saying, traveler, everything. We're about to get into him in a few minutes, but let me just read a few things out for here, man. So that's my thing about the Super Bowl a little bit. So Steve Nicks, Lenny Kravitz, Def Leppard managers form a new company. It's called CSM Management. The location will be in Nashville and in Los Angeles. So that was announced this past Monday, if you didn't know about that. Another thing that's popping off, Spotlight Rap Snacks. For those of you that like rap snacks, as a matter of fact, let me see. Hold on, I'll be right back. Let me see if I got that. Hold on, so I can give y'all a visual.
Your face on some rap snacks?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. We can get. Listen, bro. We can get that. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Let me see for those of you that don't know.
Y'all know y'all want that face on some rap snacks.
We gonna see. We gonna see if I still got the. Okay, look. Yeah, I do. I still got it. So, you know, it's about. I'm glad y'all looking because this interview's about K-Lien. It's not about me. But so, rap snacks. If you haven't seen rap snacks, you know that's the Migos one right there. For those of you who haven't had it, your Migos ones is okay. You know what I'm saying? The Fetty Wap joints. You know what I'm saying? I like the Bootsy ones myself. Little Bootsy. They say he looked like Ray Charles on there. Let's beg to differ. Whatever you want to say. But, you know, it is what it is. He's making money off of it, so it is what it is. But anyway, Spotlight Rap Snack CEO James Lindsay, he's working on building a new marketplace for hip hop. So I think they said he's going to do popcorn and cheese puffs and a few other things. So y'all better look out for that. So that's the little bit of industry news. But right now, we got my man on the video on in your face right now, Alien Gang right now, Mr. K-Lien. What up, man? What's good with you, bro?
Living, boss, living, man. Making money, making moves, you know?
And for people who don't know who you are, bro, just tell them a little bit about yourself and what you do, your whole, bio and everything. And I got a question for you too. Why you doing that? it's me coming from a you know, kind of gospel Christian background. The statement. I guess you're a Christian rapper, and now I guess I'm gonna do it like this. You're a secular rapper now. I guess they're gonna say how they say it. So what transpired made you want to do that? So with all of that throw that in there, why do this over here?
Well, I did Christian rap for most of my career up until um, recently, and I was retired for 6 years, man. I came out in 1999 when iTunes and YouTube didn't exist, and when rappers had to actually push their music to succeed. They couldn't just get away with mama's money on the internet or something like that, and they couldn't buy views. I mean, I physically had to go out and grind, man. I sold 54,000 CDs out of the trunk of my car before iTunes and YouTube even existed. And anybody who knows me, especially around the southern states, Tennessee and Kentucky and Alabama and Georgia, they know that I did this. It's a fact, man. I had 6 guys that I trained full time to work the streets with me, and we traveled all over the United States, as far as Texas, man, selling CDs from city to city, state to state. I hit every exit all the way to freaking Texas, man, just trying to get my name out there, man. I've done over 1,000 shows. I've been on, over 75 different albums. You know, I've had 9 record deals, man. I've really had a lot happened in my career, man, that got me to a place where I got sick of it, man. I had an opportunity in 2002 to get on a Lil Jon and the Eastside Boys' second album, their Certified Crunk album. I never heard of Lil Jon and the Eastside Boys at the time. They hadn't even hit radio yet, and they offered me $2,000 to get on that record. And at the time, I was full time and I was making my own money. So I told them that it was TVT and Ichiban Records. I know you remember them.
Right.
They offered me a contract. I told them no, and they said, "Well, you're basically an underground nobody. They don't know why you wouldn't take this opportunity." And I said, "Well, to me, it wasn't an opportunity. They were asking me to. I should have did it then. I mean, now I look back at it now, but I didn't. I didn't do it, and the album went 10 times platinum. And so there's an artist by the name of Pitbull that was on that record. That was his big break.
Okay.
So, had I taken that opportunity, I don't know whether I'd be dead or in prison. I don't know where I'd be right now, to be honest. God obviously knew that wasn't for me, and that wasn't where I was supposed to be going. And then in 2003, I was signed with a company out of Houston, Texas, and I tried to always be innovative in my music. I tried to do something nobody else has ever done, and so I was doing different records, man. And then with the album covers, I was making puzzles with the covers. So you'd have a disc 1 and a disc 2, and when you take the covers out of the case, you put them together, and it makes a puzzle with the covers. So I put out an album. You can check it out on iTunes too. It's called The First Chapter. It came out in 2003. Well, I got a phone call in the middle of the night from the CEO of the company that I was signed with at the time, and they told me they sold my concept to Nelly. Well, Nelly put out an album a year and 2 months after I did called Sweatsuit, which both of the covers made puzzles. So I tried to file a lawsuit against Nelly. I got a lawyer in Houston, Texas, all that stuff, man. And it was just like one blow after another in my career, man. That just got me to the point, got me real frustrated. I got fed up, man, and just said, this isn't working for me. I need a way out of this, man. So to be honest, my mom had a dream I was supposed to be a tattoo artist, and it was kind of like a bittersweet thing for me, man. I was looking for a way off the streets. I worked the streets every day for 7 years. I traveled all over the United States pushing my music, trying to get my name out there, man. And I was doing it as a Christian rapper, so it was a whole lot harder than it would have been doing explicit music, because I was in a box. I was on the street, so I wasn't in the church, and I was trying to make money. So I was doing Christian music, trying to hustle like the cats on the streets was doing, but it was Christian music. So I broke barriers that people in even explicit music haven't done, and to this day, I sold more records out of the back of my trunk than any other artist in Tennessee, without a deal at the time, and that's a fact. There was a lot of artists coming up like Young Buck, and that was before the G Unit days and all that stuff. Well, I lived 20 minutes from Buck, and Haystack and all them, man, that were real big back then. They all had distribution deals and record deals, man, and they were pushing in the stores, and I was trying to grind, getting distribution on my own. They couldn't deny the fact that I was out hustling every day, man. It just was I don't know. I got fed up and quit, and I started tattooing. I fell in love with tattooing, but it still wasn't my passion. And so I tattooed for 13 years, man, and I kept watching all these kids, man, role modeling after dumbass rappers, man. I kept hearing all the Xanax stupid talk, man. Xanax this and I mean, everything was just stupid to me. My mind just kind of like, I thought to myself, man, like I got to do something. Like I've got to do something. So I've been retired for like 6 years, man, and I don't know. I felt like God had brought me back to music, and I said, well, God, if I come back to music, I'm not doing Christian music. I'm doing the music that I want to do, and I'm doing the music that I feel like these kids are going to listen to.
Right.
So I made the decision to just go straight over the line, man. And I said, you know, I'm not going to do it the way that the people expect me to do it. I'm going to change my image. I almost changed my name, but I didn't. Instead, I just kept the same name. I said, you know, I've built this brand up on my name already for years. Everybody knows who K-Lien is, especially in the South. There's a lot of people that don't, bro. It's tons of people that don't know who I am.
Right. But you know what, though?
Try to stay.
But you know, I'm gonna stop you right there. I just want to say two things. What you said about your brand, building your brand. So we as DJs, man, we constantly tell people to build your brand, build your brand, build your brand, build your brand. And like you said, once you get to a point where you do build your brand, you don't want to be like, oh man, I have to start all over. You know, especially you put years and time and money and stuff into it. You know, and I just want to say that, man. You could go ahead, man. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to say that.
No.
You know?
I mean, I have 11 albums, bro. So I have, and to be honest with you, I'm a humble cat, man. My girl will tell you, man, how hard I am on myself, man. I've had so much failures in my life, man. I'm the epitome of a fuck up, if you will.
Right.
I'm the epitome, man. You know, I've lost 3 businesses, been married 3 times, divorced twice, about to be divorced a 3rd time. You know, I've lost, you know, I've been homeless 3 times. Like I'm the guy that's messed up his whole life, man, that has made a lot of money. I've made $1 million at least 3 times in my lifetime. You know, I was the guy that at one time had 2 houses and 5 cars, man, and was doing good for myself. But I had massive gambling problems. You know, I'm a transparent person, man. I put my shit out there. I don't have nothing to hide from anybody.
Yeah.
And I don't want to. I'm not trying to act like somebody I'm not. I'm a real dude. I know that I got a lot of talent, but I'm also honest. And I feel like I'm the mouthpiece for my movement. You know, I feel like that I could come and try to help some of these kids, man, lead them down a positive road instead of, you know, killing themselves and overdosing on drugs because of stupid shit like Xanax bars. And I mean, these kids, they role model after these rappers, man. These rappers popping Xanax and they think this shit's fun, man. And they think it's funny. And then they did, like, you know, rest in peace, Little Peep. But, you know, when Little Peep died, it opened my eyes, man, to like, dude, the rap business, at least these kids anyways, these kids need you, Kenan. Right. So I said, you know, I'm going to come back, and this time I'm doing it though. I'm not playing around, man. I've only been back literally for like 3 months.
Right.
And I dropped my first music video on the 1st, and I dropped my second one 2 weeks later, and I'm about to work on my 3rd one. And so we're dropping three music videos within 1 month.
Right.
I've already had producers. Dwayne The Rock called me. He's produced, you know, Nicki Minaj and other big names like Whitney Houston and things like that. Right. He's called my phone. We've had producers from Canada and Switzerland. We're talking about doing a tour in Germany right now. We're talking, bro, 24 days into the new year, bro.
Right.
It's give me six months, bro, and I'm on, bro. 6 months and I'm on.
Right.
And it's going to be like that, man.
You know, and I just want to interject too. There's like the video. I'm gonna play it in a little bit. But what's the video called, bro? Is it called French toast? Is it called French toast or waffles? Which one? Which the video you guys made a long time ago that I seen you guys
honey bun.
Honey bun.
Like a honey bun.
That video is hilarious.
French toast or waffles.
Well, bro, listen, I knew it was something sweet, bro, because that's what I like. You know, so I like honey bun. Listen, I like honey buns too. Listen, man, y'all need to check that joint. That joint it's tight. It's tight. Even the one I'm about to play in a little bit.
I want to bring it back, man. That was before I did, you know, mainstream music, man. I want to bring it back. And I wasn't doing Christian rap then. That was back in 2012.
That was funny, bro. That was funny.
But that was when I was on the edge anyways. I stopped I stopped doing real Christian rap like back in like 2005,
Right.
and I started doing more just clean rap.
Right.
Just talking about my life and stuff like that, man. So I want to bring that back to a remix.
Right. That joint, bro. That joint right
there, like a honey bun.
That joint is dope, though. That joint is dope. But I'm about to in a little bit. I'm about to play the latest ones you have. I'm about to play that joint, man. Because matter of fact, I think I'm about to play that right now, man. Hold on, y'all hold on one sec. Because I just want y'all to hear this joint because this joint is dope. It's dope, bro. It's dope. And the funny thing is like people. See, I've been past the stigma of like, you know how people are like, oh well, this person's this color or this person's this back. Listen, man, that stigmatization is done, man. If you still living like that, man, you living back in like the 1920s or something like that. But I'm about to play this joint real quick, bro. Cause let me see. Hold on, here you go right here. And go ahead and introduce it to for him, bro. This is the one that your latest one right here. You got. Yeah,
it's a two. Like I said, I try to do something different than nobody's done before. So I wanted to do a music video where there would be two songs with the exact same video. So it's not like two totally different videos in one video.
Okay.
It's two songs, but it's the same exact video. So it's one music video with two songs. So the first song is a song called Weirdo. And it just talks about how, you know, how what I basically am to the rap business, who introducing myself to the rap game, you know.
Right.
And the second song is called Murcielago, which is it's a symbolic song about me staying focused on the bigger prize, which is, you know, Murcielago. But it's about me staying focused and not letting these dumbass haters try to block my shine and try to come against me, man, because they've been hating on me hard, and that tells me I'm about to be on, because they're going bananas, dude. I got my YouTube videos and stuff, man, especially on Facebook, bro. We've had like over 100,000 views and like
I seen that. Yeah, I seen that. That's what that's. Listen, when y'all get a chance, man, check. Go to this man's Facebook. I'm gonna put all this information. Now y'all gonna see it anyway, but listen. Telling you, man, y'all better jump on Mr. K-Lien right now. I'm telling you, man, because telling you, if y'all
love dude, man.
Alien, man, listen, they said Alien Gang. Listen, when I first seen him moving, I was like, okay. Now I watched him, but I'm not gonna do enough talking. But man, listen, y'all follow him, man. I'm gonna play this joint right now. Check this out. It's dope, though. It's dope. The visual is dope too, though.
Yeah, what happens? Things are getting real weird around here. That guy's walking around talking to himself.
I'm a
weirdo. You ain't see nothing but you here for. To cause ruckus in this motherfucking game, ho. Make a bankroll, feel me right, go slow. Put your money up against me, ready, go. Bitch, ready, set, go. Put your money where the sun doesn't glow, ho. Are you ready now? Are you ready now? Are you ready? Head to the no, bitches, so let me go. My mind is straight blown. Let the metronome flow. Let the bass motherfucking kill a track and take it slow. Let my face leave a motherfucking mark before you go, ho. On a bank road, tell me where the cake go. Bitch, better speed it up because you're walking fucking slow. I'm a weirdo, strapped like a dildo. Smoke a black while they rolling up the endo. I'm a weirdo. You ain't see nothing what you here for. To cause ruckus in this motherfucking game, ho. Make a bank roll, feel me right, go slow. Put your money up against me, ready, go. Bitch, ready, set, go. Put your money where the sun doesn't glow, ho. Are you ready now? Are you ready now? Hey, are you ready, bitch? Please, fucking up all your thoughts. Killing these damn beats with the hands up on my crotch. Well, damn, boy, have you fucking lost your fucking mind? Well, hell yeah, AG, we ain't hard to find. I brought my nickel 9 on the rocks, red wine. Smoking good, cause your boy brought lead pine. Fuck a hater in the backside, dry hump. Better real dump this like a fucking Mac drum. Weirdo, you ain't see nothing that you here for. To cause ruckus in this motherfucking game, ho. Make a bankroll, feel me right, go slow. Put your money up against me, ready, go. Bitch, you got me there, now you watching me ball, bitch. Now you wanna call, all you did was trail but don't fall. Now I'm getting rich, man, I got an itch. You never come around until you find I was gonna come up. Then you wanna run up, handshakes talking that funk behind my back, wishing you could run up. Get your money up. Where was you when I was broke? Where was you when I lost hope? Where was you when I was all alone, ho? Alien tight on my throat. Gang, nigga, where I came, man. And I ain't been the same. I chop it up with you on the feelings of change. And I ain't got nothing to say. I'll be a cold day in hell before I mention your name. I'm about to prove with you. No sweat, you're just a fool bitch. And another one in a pot of fools with you. Smile now, wait till the karma get you. They don't come around me. We ain't friends and you're not my enemy. I'll make $1 million in a drive. I'm Marcy and I bet you damn broke that you won't forget me. I'll make $1 million in a drive. I'm Marcy and I bet you damn broke that you won't forget me. Alien gang takeover, bitch. Alien gang, bitch. Alien gang, bitch. Marcelago, 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 Marcelago. I'm talking like I'm a legend. Put his hands against MG Deadly. Run up on the motherfucker, I'ma hit him heavy. You ain't ready, I be coming too heavy. Say baby, rolling up out of their window, cause I'm in the place so they going too mental and get you out into that devil. Remember that. I'm fuck with the pig. I let out on that deal. You doing it with me, I give it a lead. Hitting that heat. Fuck with K-Lien, but who was there with me when I was on lead? Now full of that gas, I'm G. Roll up another one on DP. Make a little meal and feed the stream. I went too far, I ain't got no greed. I'm high as getting, I'm out of my business, I'm out of they league. I'm out of they league. Some of the motherfuckers that don't really get it, everybody wanna leave up but never got it admitted. I feel like I'm on point, yeah. I don't really wanna have to give it to them all, but they know all me, I swear. Marcelago, 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 Marcelago. That's that. Yo! Man, listen, man. That's the alien gang! Hey, listen, man. Yo, the privilege. Well, first of all, I gotta say this too to my peoples that had the privilege of being able to watch the video on live. I had to put my live me up too, bro. So you know, y'all see what it is, but man, y'all make sure y'all check that out. But go ahead, bro. Keep on talking that with that. You know, so y'all you keep on talking, bro, because I just had to throw that in there. You know, because you were talking about how.
I
you know,
I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah,
I do, man.
Yeah.
I'm very thankful, man. But I don't know, man. I just felt like this was my year, man. I'll tell you some stuff that happened, man. And I don't tell a lot of people this stuff, but you know, my mom, it's kind of funny, man. But she told me when I was 14 years old, she said, Keenan, you know, you're not going to be financially stable till you almost turn 40. And I realized I hit rock bottom a lot, man. And I never understood why it would take till I'm 40. But I've made a lot of money, spent a lot of money, and just really made a lot of bad decisions in my life. And I've learned a lot from it, man, and it's made me a stronger person. That's for damn sure. But I turned 39 in October. So this coming year that was coming up when I turned 39, I realized that next year, 2018, which will be this year now, I turned 40. So I said, man, all this is happening now. It's happened. You know, I felt like I was supposed to come back to music like the middle of last year. I felt like I was supposed to do this a specific way. I was supposed to change my look. I was supposed to embrace the outcast, embrace the misfit, embrace the people that they've been, you know, ignored by society. They've not been loved. They feel like that nobody gives a shit about them. They feel like they've been shit on by society. You know, that's my peoples, man. Those are my peoples, man. The ones that feel that way. That's the way that I felt. I got the word stab tattooed on my back because I've had so many people do me dirty in my lifetime that I didn't feel like I could trust anybody, man. So instead of just being a loner, man, I decided I'm going to start a movement, and I'm going to get all these people that feel the same way that I do, and I'm just going to make a family. And all these people will have a family. They'll have brothers and sisters, and they'll have, people that they can call, that's my brother, that's my sister. They can feel like they got this family. As the family grows, then everybody's got a bigger family. So no matter where we go, there are other people that rep the movement. And as it grows into thousands and thousands of people, when these new cats come and get into the movement, they've got thousands of brothers and sisters all across the United States. They're not alone no more. So it's a powerful statement, man, to be able to create something that people, once they join it, they're like, man, I don't feel alone no more. You don't know how many times people have wrote me letters since it started, just the end of last year. Man, I used to be alone. I used to have nobody, and because of Alien Gang, I have brothers and sisters that love me now. I'm never gonna be alone again. We've stopped suicides left and right, man, from people that's gonna blow their brains out, man, and we've stopped them.
That's real good.
And I'm just honored. I'm honored to be that dude, man, that can be a mouthpiece for people that don't got the mouth to speak on their own, man. And if I be the guy that represents all the F ups all across the world, man, every person that's made bad decisions that cost them things that they loved, man, they all relate to where I'm going and where I've been. I was the guy that many times in my life had my shit together, man, and because I chose to make different decisions, man, I ended up losing so much. And I want to be the dude that when these people hear me, man, hear my music, they're drawn to me. They want to come to my shows and want to meet me. And I'm a different dude, man. I'm not about women. I'm not about panties. I'm not about any of that bullshit, man. I really want my fan base, man. I want to let these people, I relate to them.
Right.
They relate to me.
Right.
I want it to be something when they watch my shows, man. It's not just me standing up there holding my crotch.
Yeah.
I want it to be something people, they say, man, I relate to that dude, man. He's just like me, and I'm just like him. And that's exactly the truth, man. I don't know, man. My heart is to reach these kids, man, before it's too late. I had a guy named, well, I'm not gonna mention his name, but I had a friend of mine, man, that he called me one time, man, when I was down and out. I made a promise to God that I'd never, ever not help somebody that wanted help after this happened. But I had a good friend of mine, man. He called me a few years back, and he wanted to talk. Well, I was going through a lot in my own life, man, that I just said, I don't have any time right now, man. I said, I'm the last person you need to be talking to. And so he felt like I was the only person that he could talk to. So he called me back the next night, and he was like, dude, I need you to pray for me, man. I said, look, man, I'm not the dude that needs to be praying for you, man. I need you to pray for me. I was going through a lot, man. I was going through my first divorce, and it really, I don't know, man. I just kind of blew him off. So he asked me to pray. I prayed this most quick, shut the F up prayer you could ever imagine to this dude, man. I showed him no compassion. I showed him no love, man. It's really, I feel bad for it, man. And, it taught me a lesson, but he called me back the next night asking me if I would talk to him. I ignored the phone calls and told him I couldn't talk. So he left me a voicemail and said, dude, he said, Keenan, you're my spiritual mentor. He said, I have nobody else. And I ignored him. And he took a pistol and blew his brains out. And I could have stopped that shit. I know I could have stopped it. I knew the dude. He was a good friend of mine. I didn't think he was going to do that. And it's real, man. I promised from that day forward, man. I said, I'm not gonna deny somebody love. I'm not gonna deny somebody a minute of my time if they need it, because I understand how vital it is. My boy's dead, and his daughter's got to grow up without her dad. And it's not my fault. He made the decision, but I know for a fact if I'd have said, hey, man, why don't you come meet me at a restaurant somewhere and let's have lunch? It took 30 minutes out of my day, man. I could have told the dude how much I loved him, how much God loved him, and I can guarantee you, man, he wouldn't have did that shit. But he did. And I know to this date, I've stopped about 10 bullets from stopping from piercing skulls because of his legacy.
That's good.
You know, I just
That's good.
I don't want his death to be in vain. And Alien Gang, man, these people, man, they need brothers. They need somebody to love them. It's not about money, man. Fuck
Right.
money, bro. It's
Right.
everybody needs money to pay bills, but that's not why I rap. I don't rap for money.
Right.
I don't rap for money. I rap to make a difference. That's
Right.
why I rap. I've always done that. And just because I'm doing mainstream music don't mean that my goals change.
Right.
You know, a lot of people when they leave Christian music like Katy Perry, you know, Nappy Roots, Chameleonaire, Paul Wall, Slim Thug, they all was in Christian music before they went mainstream. And some
Mm.
of those you might not even realize that or even knew that. But, you know, Katy Perry used to be a worship leader. You know,
Okay.
she was in worship. She was a worship leader before she went mainstream.
Okay.
I'm not doing what they're doing.
Right.
Yeah, my music's explicit, but my heart is still the same. I want to impact people. I want people to listen to my music, bob their head to my music. I'll bang a club all day long, travel all over the world, man, rapping my ass off in any platform. It don't matter. I've been
Right.
doing this 20 years, man. I can hang with the best of them.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I want my music to touch somebody. I want somebody to go, man, I relate to that. I relate to
Right.
something you said on stage, man. And then I say, that person that relates to my music, that's why I'm doing this.
Mm.
That person that relates to my music, not the dumbasses that want to talk shit about me on Facebook, not the Christians that want to talk shit about me on Facebook, and the ones that want to badmouth me and say I done sold my soul to the devil and all this other bullshit that I didn't do, just because I got face paint on and black nail polish and wearing a black trench coat and I'm on stage and cussing every other word. They think that I'm a devil worshiper. Well, it's not like that, man. I've learned that God don't care nothing about those words, man. He don't care
Right.
nothing about words like damn and shit and fuck. He doesn't care about that stuff, man. He cares about our heart. And my
Yeah.
heart's right, man. I'm following what God's told me to do. And there's so many people coming forward all the way from Australia, California, Canada, England, Europe, anywhere, man. They're all calling me saying, dude, I relate to Alien Gang. I am an alien. For so long, I didn't know what I was. Now I know what I am. My life has purpose now. And I want to be a part of your family.
Now,
And it's a
question
real
for you.
gang, bro.
Now, let me have a
It's a
question
real
for you.
gang just without the violence and drugs.
Now, I have a question for you, and that's important on both sides because a lot of entertainers, including myself, we get caught up in a lot of alcoholism. We get caught up in a lot of different things, which is not bad. I mean, it's not bad, and it's a necessity. You know what I'm saying? I say like this. Everybody has their habits and stuff, but I want to ask
Drink and
you.
smoke.
Yeah, I'm saying like so. Let me ask you this. So, how important is for myself and yourself and anybody on this platform to show people different ways than just the traditional way that it's always been done. You know what I'm saying? It's always been like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna make this money and that's it. Me and my crew and that's it. Fuck everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language, but like, how important is it for us to show like everybody, no matter what background you come from, that listen, it's all right. You love, you this, you're that. You know what I'm saying? How important is that? You know what I'm saying? How important is that, bro?
It's everything. You know, every other rapper is trying to get in some chick's panties, man. And instead of trying to get in the chick's panties, I want to give the girl a hug and tell her I love her. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I would tell her, look, that, you know, I accept them. People are looking
Mm-hmm.
for acceptance, man. They're looking for love. They're looking for somebody that gives a shit about them, man. You know, I had a
Mm-hmm.
dude last week. He came on my Facebook page talking really bad shit about me and my music and my movement, making fun of us. I usually don't even tolerate that stuff, but I told the dude, I said, you know what, man? I said, you're just like us. You just don't even know it. And he said, hell no, I'm nothing like you, man. He said, fuck me and whatever. And I said, the sad part's I know you're just like me, man. I can tell by your text, by your messages that you are alone and you have nobody and you're just like us. I said, if you realized that you was just like us, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing right now. And he said, no, I'm nothing like you. And I said, you know what, man? I said, I love you, bro. Dude, he got quiet, didn't say nothing else, didn't even respond, then posted on Facebook and tagged me in it and said, listen to this, bro. This is truth. This really happened, bro. This tells you how powerful love is, man. Fuck all that hate bullshit, man.
Mm-hmm.
He messaged on Facebook and tagged me in it. And he said to me, well, he posted, said to his Facebook page, he said, today I was a total dick to somebody, a guy that I didn't understand, a guy that, you know, I was making fun of. He said, and my whole life I've been looking for this one thing. And I never have felt it, never have heard it. And he said, and I got it tonight from the most unlikely source. And he said, the guy told me he loved me. And he said his own mama never told him he loved him. His old grandmama didn't tell him he loved him. And it came from a guy with 40 tattoos on his face that he was just talking shit about on Facebook. I could have easily said, man, fuck you too, and blocked him and wrote him off. And the old king would have done that. You know, I have freaking 2,000 people on my block list, man. I hate the old me. That's the old Christian me that was judgmental and thought I was better than everybody else.
Right.
But then I'm doing bullshit behind closed doors on my own,
right,
that nobody else sees, and I'm thinking that I'm better than somebody else because nobody sees what I'm doing.
Do that.
Well, see, now I don't have that. Now I don't have that bullshit I'm doing behind closed doors, and I'm not better than anybody.
Right.
It's written on my chin, and it says right there. It says I am nobody.
Do that.
I'm nobody, bro. I'll never be anybody. Even when I'm driving a Bentley and got money in the bank, man, I'll be nothing, bro. I'll be nothing, man. I might be something to these people, but these people is why I'm doing this.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I mean, there's positives to it. I want to make a lot of money, man, and I want to, but it's for the people closest to me.
Right.
You know, it's not just. I'd love to have $50 million, man, to be able to give away 48 of it. That's my heart, bro.
Do that.
You know, I'd love to give away that kind of money to people that need it, man. My heart's to try to help people, man. I'm not your same typical rapper that always want to talk about stacking bands and all this other bullshit. They can keep all that bullshit, man. I'll be a different breed of rapper, man. When I hit the mainstream market, you know, dude, and I got a good heart, and I'm trying to reach these people where they are before they blow their freaking minds, you know? I don't want them to kill themselves, man. They're loved, man. I love them. My movement loves them. They don't got to put a bullet in their head, man.
Now, let me ask you this. On that. So the issue. There's been there's a lot of stuff been going on. The technology, and what you're saying about the love part. Because I have to say this, because my mom, she calls me devil's advocate, bro. So I have to say this part. It's out right now. Of course, technology. There's sex bots and there's the sex dolls and everything. So I don't know if you heard about the gymnastic coach for the I think it was a women's Olympic team. He I guess was doing sexual stuff to the women I think it's over 168 women, right? So the judge today sentenced him to 148 years, right? So my question is, with all the stuff that's out right now, or matter of fact, do you think he would have, if he would have got a sex bot or a sex doll, do you think he would have had that issue? Because a lot of people are laughing about the sex bots, and a lot of people are laughing about the sex dolls and all these things like that. But at the same time, too, is, this is what I say, bro. I've seen a lot, bro. I'm sure you've seen it all. I'm ex-military, all that stuff. Me personally, I would rather a person in that field, you know what I'm saying, as far as, especially with kids and all that stuff, deal with that doll than deal with anybody outside that and get that amount of time, because that they're not playing out here anymore with time and stuff like that. That's any crime, though. You know what I'm saying? So
I can answer right to that, man, because I've dealt with a lot of that in my past, man. I was the guy that was I was a full-time minister, man, and I was a full-blown sex addict. I led over 1,000 people to Jesus while I'm watching pornography 6 times a day. I don't watch porn anymore. I don't do those things anymore, and I'm not a full-time minister anymore. So I realized that those type of things, man, they're real, man. They're not I've studied serial killers and all types of stuff, man, to know that the devil gets in your mind through fantasies, man. And a lot of that starts from the internet, man. People get on the internet and they get to thinking about a certain. That's why divorce is so high, man. People can't just be happy with the woman they got. They got to look at all these other women and, well, my girl don't look like that. My girl don't got those tats all over her body. And my girl don't got that ass. And so I want that girl. And I want that girl. And then, it's just it's an ongoing vicious cycle, man, that never stops. And I know all about it, bro. I know all about it, man. I've been there, done that, man. And, all I can say is that, a lot of people need to be talking to God about their issues, man, because it ain't going to stop the way I believe, just because I'm doing what I'm doing now, man. I believe God. I believe Jesus is the answer to all of it, man. I was set free. I was delivered from that shit. I don't have to do that no more. You know,
Yeah.
I never would have thought I'd ever be delivered from that. I know that's super transparent. That's not
No,
rap related,
no,
but
no, no, no,
that's
no.
real. Anybody that
That's real.
watches this interview is gonna know I'm an honest person.
It's real.
No reason for me to lie and try to put on a front and try to act like somebody I'm not.
No, that's real, bro. That's why I asked, because you're
Silver
real.
knuckles.
REAL.
Yeah, that's why I live that way, man. I'm honest. I can't stand people who live a lifestyle of lying.
Mhm.
I don't do that, man. I'm honest. I try to be real with people, man. I try to be honest with people. Time and place for everything, you know.
Yeah, I got to get you on again. So I know you put over for this, but if there's anything else you want to say, man, because I definitely got to get you on again, but another time.
No,
Now,
you take as much time as you need, bro.
okay.
I was yours tonight, anyways, and that's my fault, anyways,
No,
man.
no,
So
no, 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 no. Because I don't, I know you move around and stuff a lot. So okay, so you talked about the state of music and everything like that. What are your pet peeves when people working with you? I have to say that your pet peeves when people working with you, as far as your music, or in just in life in general. Because what are some of your pet peeves, and what are some of your good traits that you feel that you have with people? I know you're a people person because your background is tremendous. You know what I mean? So. And this, I'm not really sure, but
I've already touched on some of that, but I can't stand dishonesty. I can't stand lying, man. When
right,
I've got a lot of people in my camp, bro, in my movement that are homeless. They're on the streets. They're on drugs. They're holding signs to make a living. These people are selling dope. These people are living it, and they're all part of my movement. They're part of my gang, and I love all these people. I don't tolerate dishonesty, lying to my face, and things like that. I can't stand that stuff. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I'd rather somebody look me in my face and tell me I hate your guts than act like they love me, and then when I go back behind my back, they're like, "Fuck that dude," and I'm like, I don't even understand that logic, man. Just tell me to my face you hate me, and we're not going to fight. I'm going to tell you, man. I'm 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 more honored that you would tell me you hate me to my face
right,
than it disgusts me to see you lie to my face and tell me you love me. You know how
right.
many people have told me they love me, told me they'd never turn their back on me, that they would never ever stab me in the back, that they'd always be there, and where are these people now, man?
Not
You
here.
know, I'm saying it makes me sick because I'm like, just be real, man. If you say
Right,
something,
right,
mean it,
right,
mean it.
right.
If you say you're gonna do something, just do it. It's not a matter. Don't. It's pointless to lie like that. You accomplish nothing by living like that.
True that, bro. Straight up like that. So let me ask you this: what are the keys that you live by? What is or main key? Because me, I'll be like, I always be like, stay committed, have communication, consistency, and everything that you do. So what are some of the keys that you live by throughout your daily life, and will help you?
Well, my favorite quote in the world, man, is think twice before you do something. If you look at my head, I've got think tattooed on top of my head. That's
Okay,
think twice.
okay.
Think twice. It's think up there 2 times. Think twice.
Question, bro. I
Now,
gotta ask
this
you.
is,
I gotta ask you. I don't mean to cut you off. I
yeah.
gotta ask you, bro. Have you ever been to like any of the Ink magazine, like what I'm saying, conferences or anything for your tattooing and stuff? Have you ever been to those conferences? And if you have, how are they? I know they're wild. I know they're
Really,
wild.
tattoo convention?
Yeah,
Tattoo conventions?
yeah. You ever
Yeah,
been to them?
I'm a 14-time award-winning tattooer. So I've
What,
won 14 awards in tattoo competitions.
bro? How are
But
those things?
they're dark, man. I mean, they're real dark, man. There's a lot of demonic bullshit that goes on in there, man.
Oh yeah,
And it's hard for me because I'm not like the dude that I watch my back, man. I don't.
yeah,
I'm a dude that I know what's going on out here, bro. A
yeah,
lot more than what a lot of dudes do.
yeah,
I
yeah.
know what's going on out here, so I'm a dude on the front line every day.
Okay,
I live my life watching who's talking around me, watching what they're saying. I'm a real dude, man. I watch and I always am listening to God, man. Always everywhere I go. And so you go to tattoo conventions and it's dark for me. They're a lot of fun. You see a bunch of you might mess around and catch some girl getting her butthole tattooed in there, man. I'm saying
And
there's no telling, bro. I've seen it all there.
so it's basically
People running around with like 4 girlfriends and they're half naked and they're running around like, and that's normal at those
yeah.
places.
So it's like the RIP Hugh Hefner Playboy Mansion type thing. There, basically.
I would say so, but just they look like, but they all look like me.
Oh, true that. True that, bro. But man, go ahead and give out your booking information, all that stuff like that, man. I'm gonna let you get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, if y'all can go to aliengang.com and that'll forward you straight to our Facebook page. My name is Keenan, K-E-E-N-A-N. Last name's Lee, L-E-E, and of course my rap name's K-Lee, K-Lee. Y'all can hit me up on Facebook. I've got like 6 social media pages. I'm on all of them all the time. Y'all can text me if y'all ever want ink. 615-692-9339 is my cell phone number. So y'all can text me. If y'all ever need somebody to talk to, y'all ever need somebody to whatever, dude, man, you can text me. When I get famous and stuff, you probably won't be able to text me. You'll probably be talking to somebody else. But as of right now, y'all can text my phone, 615-692-9339.
Listen, and only about, I only have to say this when people get with the number on my show, bro. Only business, you know what I'm saying? Don't be texting my man about, I'm a couple of females. He looks good, and we want to do some.
I don't want your panties. I got plenty of panties from my girl. I don't need no more panties. My girl's right next to me too.
That's why. Listen, Mrs. Lee, I had to say that. But I appreciate your time, bro. I appreciate it.
Got the same birthday, bro.
Oh, hey, what's your sign? What's your sign? What are you?
Scorpio.
Okay, Scorpio. Yeah, okay. I'm a Leo. Okay, Scorpio. Woo, 2 Scorpios. Woo. But y'all be safe, man. I appreciate your time, man. Shout out to you, man. Man, Alien Gang.
Hey, I love you, man. For real, dog. I appreciate you, man. And I hope to meet you soon, bro. I'm gonna be traveling all the time, man.
Listen, bro, my daughter, I have to pick up my daughter, you know what I'm saying, during the, holidays. My daughter, she's down in Clarksville, bro. So I go to Nashville all the time, man. So that's why I have to schedule.
Dude, you gotta shoot. Hey, 2 things, man. You gotta call me when you're down, man. I could try to meet you or have lunch or something.
Okay, yeah.
And the second thing is, I got a show Monday with Coast to Coast Live, Coast to Coast mixtapes.
Okay.
If I win Nashville,
talk about that, bro.
If I win,
yeah, talk about that show, bro. This is your time. Talk about that show, man.
Well, I was gonna say, if I win Nashville, I'm coming to Miami.
Oh.
If I come to Miami, I'm competing for $50,000 with Coast to Coast
this
year.
Okay. Shout out to Coast.
If I win Monday's show, I'll be coming close to you anyways.
Okay, good. Okay, cool. I'll come down. Listen, that's no problem. I'll come down to Miami.
Yeah, I'll put a tat on your throat, no doubt, dog. No doubt.
Yeah, I got one of this. I got one.
See, you got one.
I got not right here.
You gotta go all cheek like me.
See, bro, listen. Bro, I'm gonna have to talk to you offline on that because it's gonna be my life, bro. Listen, there's only certain people.
You got a nice chin, dude. We gotta do a big chin piece on you, bro.
See what I'm saying? Y'all he's trying to throw the whole.
I'm gonna get you in trouble, bro. You gonna hang out with me? You gonna look like me.
That's like,
dude.
And that
no tattoos on your face till you met that white boy. Now you got tattoos all over your face.
Bro, listen, they already think I lost my mind already. Like, this guy got blue hair. What's going on? Now they're gonna be like, he really lost his mind. Bro, they're gonna be like, he really lost his mind.
I love it.
But all right, man, you be safe.
You out the box like me, man. You ain't like everybody else.
Oh, I already know that, bro. I've been through that. Yeah. Listen, bro, I know I'm a black.
You part of the movie.
Oh yeah, I already know. Oh, listen, I might have to get one of them tattoos. Like, what's good? Listen, I'm in the Alien Gang, boy. What's good with it, man? You know what I'm saying? Alien Gang all day, man. Shout out to K-Lien, man. Shout out to Alien Gang. Shout out to the missus right there. Shout out to the whole movement, man. Make sure y'all please follow him, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in right now, man. I'm gonna let them go. Shout out to Team Nothing Nice, LNL Films, Logo Lens, Nothing Nice Records, L Brand. Please, man, y'all follow him, man. Follow the movement. Stay consistent. Have communication. Everything that you do, man. Y'all be safe out there, man. Y'all be safe for real. Straight up. Salute, man. Once again, salute to K-Lien Gang, baby. 100. Y'all be safe.
Gang, biatches. We coming. Y'all can't do nothing about
it. Y'all be safe. Peace, bro. Peace, man.
Love you, man.
Love you too, bro. Yep.